Reports in the American media say Hamza Bin Laden, the son of the former al-Qaeda leader Osama Bin Laden, has been killed. The Pentagon has still to confirm any details of his death. In recent months, the US had offered a $1 million reward for information that led them to Hamza Bin Laden. BBC's Chris Buckler reports from Washington.
These pictures were apparently taken at Hamza Bin Laden's wedding ceremony. But although America named him as one of the world's most wanted, in recent years new images haven't emerged of the son of Osama Bin Laden, and his whereabouts were regarded as a mystery. Earlier this year, US officials offered a $1 million reward for information that led to his capture. The size of the bounty reflected their fears that he was emerging as a key and dangerous figure within the leadership of al-Qaeda.
Hamza has released audio and video messages on the internet calling on his followers to launch attacks against the United States and its Western allies.
His father was responsible for the terrorist attacks on September the 11th, 2001, an unparalleled day of death and destruction in the United States. 10 years later, US Special Forces eventually tracked down and killed Osama Bin Laden at a compound in Pakistan. There they found letters, apparently written by the al-Qaeda founder, in which he said he was grooming his son to succeed him. America believes Hamza Bin Laden is no longer a threat, but the legacy of his father's extremist ideology will continue to cause concern. Chris Buckler, BBC News, Washington.
So, whilst media reports seem to confirm the death of a top al-Qaeda operative, why is the American government so reticent? Well, here to discuss that is Fawaz Jejes. He's a professor of Middle East politics and international relations at the London School of Economics. Thanks so much for coming in. Clearly no confirmation from the Pentagon, but is it your understanding that he's been killed?
Well, obviously the American officials have told the New York Times, and it seems to me that it's a fact. The reason why the American government has not really revealed, has not really formally or officially confirmed this report, my take on it is probably it involves a very sensitive intelligence operation. My take is that a US ally, either Pakistan or Saudi Arabia, might have carried out the operation, either the Pakistani government on the Pakistani-Afghani borders or the Saudi government in Yemen. And thus, it's not just about, a sensitive intelligence operation, it's about also vulnerable allies. The United States does not really want to embarrass its own allies. So they're keeping the story hush-hush for a while, but I thought ultimately we're going to hear from the US government in the next few hours or next few days.
Tell us how significant a figure Hamza Bin Laden was.
Well, if his death is confirmed, this will represent a significant symbolic blow for al-Qaeda. Why?
Yeah.
Hamza, the name Bin Laden, carries a great deal of weight for al-Qaeda's followers. He was the son of Osama Bin Laden. He had been groomed by his father, Osama, to be the crown prince of al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda itself has been really packaging and selling Hamza as the public young face. And if Hamza is killed, it will deny al-Qaeda at least the second generation, young generation, because al-Qaeda now is led by old dying man. And Hamza, being in his 30s and being the son of Osama bin Laden, could have really taken al-Qaeda to the next phase, the next generation.
How potent a force is al-Qaeda? Because perhaps we've become a little bit more used to hearing more about Islamic State in recent months.
In fact, al-Qaeda has never been as potent as it is today. Since 2013-14, most of us have focused on the so-called Islamic State. But al-Qaeda in the meantime has been really trying to embed itself. So let me give you one example for your viewers. In Syria, al-Qaeda and al-Qaeda affiliate has probably between 10 and 15,000 fighters. Still, in Pakistan and Afghanistan, al-Qaeda must be taken very seriously. In North Africa, al-Qaeda is a significant force. In Yemen as well. So what al-Qaeda has been doing now is to spread near and wide, even though al-Qaeda has failed to deliver, to carry out a spectacular operation along the 9/11 lines. But I think we would ignore al-Qaeda at our own peril, because it's still a potent force, even though it has failed to deliver, to carry out any major operations in the past few years.
That's very interesting. I'm also interested in what you were saying a little earlier about the intelligence services and the cooperation that's going on between America and her allies. Clearly a lot going on that we don't know about.
Absolutely, and that's why it has taken the US government a great deal of time to really basically reveal the information. Imagine in February of last year, the State Department put $1 million reward on his head, yet he had been killed by February 2019, according to the information.
Yes. Professor Fawaz Georges from the London School of Economics, we must leave it there. Thank you so much for your thoughts and your insights. Thanks.